Sometimes a little sleep helps with your thinking. So this morning when I woke up, I thought, I have these patterns that are designed in this direction here with this up, and I know that I have areas where I need this to be at the bottom. So I thought, well, why not just put it on the screen in CS6, select it, flip it vertically. So I flipped this pattern and I right clicked on it and I told it to export to CSQ, and it's going to be in Lori Thomas's folder with all of the CSQ patterns. So I'll just name it original. Say it's flipped, and I'll save it. Okay, so that takes care of that pattern. Now I'm going to go and get the curls pattern. I need it flipped also. Just used repeat patterns to put it on the screen. I'm going to select it, flip it vertically, right click, export it to CSQ, and I'll name it. Okay, it's a flipped pattern, so I'll save that, and I'll have that in the folder. So you can see these patterns are being placed on the screen. Now I need these half patterns also. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So I'm going to get this curls half pattern, use repeat patterns, put it on the screen. Now I need this curls pattern like it is, because I have areas that is like this, the block is. So I'll just take it, and then I have other areas where I need this flipped. So I flipped it vertically. Alright, now that's going to fit another area on the quilt. And I'll save it as a CSQ pattern. This is a curls half, and it's flipped. Okay, now I need this for the right side. So basically what I have is an area that's like this. I'll move this down below this line. Then I'm going to put this on the screen again. Okay, so now what I have is an area that's like that. I'll have to move this one down some. It's like that right there. So you see, I need one the normal way and then one flipped. Okay, so I also have the same situation on the left side of the quilt. This is on the right side. So I'll take this and I'll flip it horizontally, and I will save this as a CSQ. We'll toggle all these sewn and toggle these as sewn. Okay, now you can see that the start is over here and the end is up there, and that's fine, but I'm going to select this one and I'm going to reverse the start and the end. Okay, then I will take this and export it to CSQ. So I'll name it there. You can see what I put in. So now that's what I have in these curls. So I have the curls over here flipped that way. Now I'll have to go back and I'll have to work on, I'll have to flip this. Okay, to flip this so that it's going to be, need to move this thing out of the way, flip this vertically because I need another one of these. Okay, so what I end up with is this. Move this back up, flip it horizontally like that, and vertically. So I have this area that's like this that I have to quilt on the left side of the quilt. So that kind of takes care of some of these problems with the patterns. It's not a problem, but I just need them, and I want to have them available so that I don't have to do the flipping and everything when I'm actually quilting. Okay, now I have a set of these patterns for the left side of the quilt. This is the curls half. I have that. I'm going to toggle those as sewn. I'll go and work on having the same setup for the right half. Okay, this will work on the left side of the quilt for the feather pattern, and then I will need one that is the opposite direction for the right side. So this one works for the okay, this pattern works for the right side of the quilt, but I'm going to need one flipped. I will need one of these flipped for another area in the quilt, and they're not necessarily together the way this is. So I'll flip this vertically, then export it to CSQ. I will flip this horizontal. This will be for the right side of the quilt. I'm going to select it, export it to CSQ. I save that as a CSQ pattern. And now I'm going to flip it vertically for another area. I have all the patterns that I'll need already flipped in the horizontal and vertical direction to fit the areas that are coming up. This is a complicated quilt in a way.